And lastly, we are going to get into comments made by, speaking of hip hop veterans, if we go back to 2 topics ago or 3 topics ago, Juicy J. Juicy J basically put out a video saying that rap is becoming less profitable, it's losing money. He says that hip hop sales are down 40%. So we, over the last few weeks on the channel, have had several music topics. Tonight we did it again. We had a few music topics, right? So we have been talking about this for a while, and here's what Juicy J had to say. Sales are down 40% in rap music. Check this out.
Trippy, man. Trippy.
Juice.
I know a lot of people don't want to hear this, but I'm being real. I'm being real. Rap music is down 40% this year. I'm gonna say it again. Rap music is down 40%. Check the charts, check the math. I don't make the rules. I do not make the rules. It's down 40%. What are we as rappers, producers, composers, etc. gonna do about this shit? Because it's down 40% this year. Check the charts. Do your research. This is a fact. Let's have a conversation. What are we gonna do as rappers, producers, composers, songwriters, engineers? What are we gonna do, man? Rap is down 40%, man. We gotta figure some shit out. We gotta sit down and talk. Let's have a meeting. Let's meet up somewhere. Let's have a big ass fucking meeting. And let's meet up somewhere. Let's talk about this shit, how we can turn this shit around. Because this is how we eat. This is how we make money. We make money. I make money. We all make money. Rappers, we make money off rap. Shows, publishing. All right. This is how we make money. This is how we eat. This is how we take care of our families. It's down fucking 40%, nigga. Real shit. But I'm willing, and I hope you willing, to let's figure out something to keep this motherfucking money train running.
Por primera vez
Nah,
en
big
la Rana
dog.
Fest.
It's not happening. Shout out to Juicy, man. Conflicted with him. He definitely makes a genre of music that's in the ratchet category. But he kind of grew on me back in, I don't know, 2010, like 2009-ish. I just started like, I guess I'm not mad at this guy. So I just look at him as like an old head, a wild uncle, like Trick Daddy kind of thing. So, but yeah, it's not happening, Juice. It's just not happening. It's going to go down another 40% next year. There's no incentive to listen to any of this stuff. I mean, hell, we just talked about Drake and how garbage disposal that is. All right. And that's the top in the game. It don't get no higher than that. And as we mentioned, so Drake plays to the level of his competition, if you will. All right. And he decided that this Kids Bop album is what the kids want. And guess what, bro? They're eating it up. So if the best rapper in the game is doing the best kind of rap and it's garbage, then what's the incentive for people to really go out and support this stuff? It's not going to happen. The young people, they're in a different mindset anyway. So we're the ones, remember last brick and mortar. So we were the last, goofballs to go run out to Target or whatever to buy the album on the first week. So it's the discount. Yeah. By the way, bro, when I used to work at Target, bro, I had the most CDs ever, bro. I was getting CDs every week because I was getting it every week for their low price plus my discount, crushing the game. My deck was loaded. And so, but yeah, we're the last generation to do that. And that speaks to the thing we had talked about before, where I was like, hey man, these young people, they don't understand the culture of going to shows and stuff like that. Like, that's not where they're at. And so sorry, Juice. Like, the people that actually support you, like your real fans, like he's got his little whatevers, but his real fans, his core fans, man, like, we don't really go to shows like that no more, bro. Like, a lot of us in our older age, you know what I'm saying? And the young people, you know, they're not really going to check for you. So if he's headlined with some young people, that's cool. So you get your cash that way. But these young people aren't supporting these young people either. So yeah, man, he's found himself in quite a conundrum, man. You know, he has the opposite effect of AI coming and take his job. It's just a situation of, hey man, the industry itself is just going down the drain. And the money that you're used to making from these shows and living your life, I heard that frustration. You know, I never see Juicy J come out his mouth ever. He stays in the shadows, makes his cash, go home. But the money ain't there, apparently. You know, he can't buy his lean, he can't buy his trippy sticks or whatever he be smoking nowadays. And he can't afford that, like not how he used to. And he want that flashback. Hey, let's figure this out, y'all. No, bro, y'all aren't. It's only going to get worse unless there's some magical renaissance, which I think will happen at some point in music in general, that there's going to be a renaissance period at some point. We're just not in it anytime soon, I don't think. I think this corporate stranglehold is going nuts. So hopefully within the next decade or so, there's like a renaissance in any kind of genre, bro. Give me rock or something. Give me something that's just giving me quality stuff that's having its own renaissance, and I'll probably jump over there, bro. But how do you feel about Juicy J's comments, man? Do you agree, man? Or hell, it's not really much to agree with. It's the industry's down 40%. How do you feel?
Yeah, here's my solution to Juicy J. You need to get on the phone with every rapper who is over the age of 40, and y'all need to come to some sort of agreement. Y'all need to start a, you know, like the equivalent of the Players Association in the NBA or the Players Union in the NFL. Rappers over 40. I kind of want to say over 35, but there's even weirdo stuff at, you know, I'm just gonna say over 40, because if over 35 is Drake and people like that.
Yeah.
So like, you know, y'all need to create some sort of players union for rappers over the age of 40 to create some sort of collective bargaining agreement with the music industry, which stipulates that so long as all of the rappers over the age of 40 agree to put out one album minimum per year, that the music industry will in effect promote these pieces of work, and they can come up with the logistics on how often they promote it and whatnot. But that's the only solution. Hip hop is eroding. I've said that constantly, and I'll continue to say it. It's losing its cultural impact at a rapid rate. It is eroding, and part of the reason why it is eroding is because it is hyper obsessed and fixated on appealing to people ages 10 to 21. Okay, as so long as hip hop is obsessed with this youth movement, it will continue to erode, because contrary to what you might think, the majority of the people in the world are indeed over the age of 30. So you can continue to appeal to this you can continue to obsess over this very small age demographic of people, but the majority of the rest of the world, people who are 30 plus, that's the majority of the people, and they live in the real world, and people in the real world want to hear actual music.
Right.
So you can continue to ride the coattails of Drake and Travis Scott and Uzi and Yachty and the rest of these vagina rappers. Y'all can continue to ride those coattails if you want. Lil Baby, Da Baby, My Baby, Yo Baby, the rest.
Right, bro. What the fuck?
Y'all can continue to ride the coattails of this garbage if you want to, but the majority of the world that lives in the real world, they'll come back and support this stuff if there is content that is put out that caters to them.
Yep.
The problem with this genre, which is unique to other pieces of music, is that they don't give a shit about you. They age you out. They stop caring about you once you reach a certain age. And all of these rappers like Drake who identify this say, I don't care about that stuff. I'm just trying to be popping in this industry. So I'm going to continue to make these children's music. Okay, once that group of people gets older and ages and matures, you have to depend on the next crop of kids to continue to fuel. You're gonna run out.
Man.
So my solution to Juicy J is y'all need to get rappers over 40 to unionize and come up with a CBA that you can pitch to the music industry somehow to get older rappers to be more active and make more age appropriate music, to bring back in the legion of people that grew up with this music in the first place but now feel alienated by it because they don't want to listen to a bunch of rappers talking about how they're gonna run up on my ops and smash my wife or my girlfriend or my baby mama all day and pop pills all the time.
Like, what is
Xannies and Percocets. I don't live like I don't want to hear music about how you're popping the Perkies and the Xannies and you're up all night and you've been faded all day. Like,
and you're itching, your skin's itching.
that, yeah. It does not appeal to me. Molly Percocet does not appeal to me. Yes, I'm sounding like an older person. Surprise, I am an older person.
Hello.
Who wrote the rules that this genre has to be obsessed with kids? That's its problem. That's its fatal flaw. So, hey, Juicy J, you want a solution? You want hip hop sales to stop going down 40%? Or like Dogon said, they're going to go down another 40%. And I agree because they will, because this stuff is only getting worse. You need to call up your bros who are old enough to make age appropriate music. And y'all need to get on your job with this and get on the job with that. Because that's the only thing that's going to fix it. Otherwise, it's going to continue to erode.
1,000, bro. 1,000. Hey, the game needs a resurrection and a renaissance. I know somebody's out there that's got the magic ear and they still listen to old head music. Bring it back. But
that's the part about it that annoys me. Why does it have to be old head? Why can't it just be music? Like anybody who is familiar with rock and roll, if you like John Bon Jovi, do they call you old for that? Like, I'm curious to know if they treat people in other genres the way they treat people in this one. Like, if I like listening to older rappers or if I want to listen to age appropriate music, that means that I'll have to be brandished as old or that I'm an old head. And I don't know. That's my ignorance. I'm not going to speak to it because I don't know, but I would be curious to learn if that's something that goes on in other genres of music. Like, if I want to listen to David Bowie, does that mean I'm an old head? Or if I want to listen to anybody who's older, does that mean I'm old? Because I do know one thing: those individuals in those genres are relevant in their genres. They're not just cast aside because they've aged themselves out.
Nah, 1,000. I know what you're saying, but I meant more old heads of you're actually sitting listening to Frankie Beverly and Maze, and you're actually listening to funk, the Parliament and all that stuff. Like, you're listening to old music, so you can remember what music sound like, so you can actually make music now. But these people that grew up on this microwave stuff, they're emulating that garbage that we heard in the early 2000s. So they're emulating that, and they're evolving trash, which is just evolved trash. It's literally a mutant stage. So, hey, go listen to that older stuff, that predates all of this other stuff, and, get an idea of what real music sound like. And hopefully there'll be a renaissance of ideas and thoughts and fresh ideas. Wishful thinking, but I know somebody's going to try to break the mold. Hopefully.
Yeah, I'm cynical. I don't think there's going to be a renaissance.
I'm cautiously optimistic.
You're right. Yeah. I think that it's just going to continue to get more and more pervasive.
Yeah, I agree.
That's what I think. Because you got people like Currency and Big Crit, even Wiz Khalifa. And I'm no Wiz Khalifa fan, but Wiz Khalifa to me is someone who could help stave some of this off. But he's chilling. He ain't trying to be Drake or nothing like this. He makes his music whenever he feels like it, and other than that, he goes about his business. Mm-hmm. But there's just not enough. There aren't enough Coles and Kendricks, Big Crits, Currency, Wiz Khalifas. There aren't enough of those to offset the rest of the shenanigans. And it's not made any better by the fact that the industry doesn't care enough about the Big Crits to have them at least have a chance to have a bite at the apple. You basically got to find out about a new Big Crit album if you're a hardcore fan. Meanwhile, I don't even like Drake, but he's all over my Spotify.
Jeez Louise.
You know,
bruh.
so what can you do? You know, it's sad, but your optimism will kind of have to speak for the both of us because I don't see it happening. I think it's gonna die personally. But shouts out to Juicy J, old school hip hop head. I'm with you, bro. Hopefully your other business ventures can, offset whatever your losses in hip hop are because you're gonna need them.
For real.
But on that note, man, this was a good stream. We are going to go ahead and sign off. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. My name is JV Wins. That, of course, is the boy Dogon SS. Thank you for watching. Follow us on Instagram at Conapproach, CONAPPROACH. Follow me on Instagram at JVWins, JVWINS. Check out the website, constanceapproach.com. And also, if you happen to be watching this video on the Meta or Facebook page, follow the page, hit that like button. If you enjoy the commentary in this or any other video that you see on this channel, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. We certainly appreciate you supporting our brand of logical content. And until next time, we'll catch you on the flip side.
Yes, sir. And the name is Dogon SS, not doggone. God dog it. All right. And you can find me on Instagram at Dogon_SS and on YouTube at Dogon SS. Also on DraftKings at Dogon SS. All right. So as I say on every part, guys, don't be too high. Don't be too low. Keep it calm. Keep it chill. Keep it player. And don't let anybody get you off your pivot. So until the next time, y'all, we'll catch y'all on the flip side. Yeah.
Don't let anybody get you off your pivot the way Cristobal got the Hurricanes off their pivot when they lost that game.
We still here though. That's what they don't understand. We still here.
Oh boy, what a debacle that was.
Hey,
holy
man.
Crap.
Hey, what Pop said on Friday? Hey man, you win some, lose some, but you live to fight another day. My Cane's gonna come back at y'all, man. Holla at
All right, we'll see. Go Seminoles, still number 5 in the country. We are college playoff bound, baby. Go Heat, go Dolphins. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.
Peace. Can't believe you outed out my